Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today we have this 1937 Royal O model vintage portable typewriter. I'm going to show you how to use the functions and make sure they all work. Made in the USA and one of the most iconic typewriters ever produced, mainly because it has that beautiful glossy black finish, and this is about as good as it gets. There's a little bit of scuffs here and there, but you can see a reflection in this. Very beautiful. Margins located behind the flip panel here, and I'm just going to set the left one close to 0 and the right one 75-ish. And this is the paper bale that sits on top. It's got two adjustable rollers, holds the page down nice and tight. Once you hear the bell, you're near the end of the margin. Hit this line space, get you back to the beginning, and skips 1 or 2 spaces. Right now we have it on single, but if you want double, just flip this switch forward 1 notch. It skips 2. We're just going to keep that on single for now and finish typing. As you can see, all the keys type nice and none of them skip or stick. I'll type a sentence in red on the next line and switch from black to red. There's a switch on the right side here. Flip that all the way to the left to the red indicator. It prints the bottom portion of the ribbon, which is red. When you have it in the middle, it prints the top portion of the ribbon, which is black. When you move it down and to the right, it prints no ink at all. It just leaves a stencil for copying purposes. We're going to move that all the way to the left for red. Beautiful, super smooth for almost 90 years old. It's got glass keys with chrome rims, about as glossy black as it gets, and they stopped making the glossy black ones around the 40s, so this is the only era that you can get the typewriters in this beautiful glossy black. Tuned up, ready to go. Beautiful print, pica typeface, 10 characters per inch. Very nice machine. To pull the page out easy, there's a switch on the right side. Flip that forward, it unlocks the rollers underneath the platen, allowing you to pull the page out easier or load thicker paper like carbon copy or cardstock. Make sure you flip that back before you load the next page, or else it won't load correctly. You can also straighten the page by doing that if you load it crooked. We're going to put the color back on black. Shift on each side and a shift lock on the left. To clear that, just hit the shift button again. Margin release on the top left. When you get to the end of the margin, there's a mechanism that blocks you from printing. Hit that margin release, allows you to type all the way to the end. Backspace on the right side. Very smooth. Very nice condition. Open the hood. All the brand new ribbons loaded on the left, so it's pulling clockwise to the right. It's actually pulling to the left now. If you want to switch that direction, we want it to go to the right. Just flip the switch here to the right to go right, left to go left, and it's got an automatic reverse. When you get to the end of the ribbon on either side, it'll pull on this mechanism. As you're typing, it will swap the direction manually or automatically, so you don't have to do it manually. Carriage release on both sides. Super smooth. Carriage release on the left. Very smooth. If you push the button on the left knob, it disables the spacing when you turn the knob, so you can get to an exact spot on the page. You let it go, you get the clicks. Each one of those clicks is one space. In the same concept with this lever on the very top. Flip it forward, it disables the spacing. Flip it back, you get the clicks. And this is your line space selector, not to be confused with the line space retainer. And that's it. Now available on eBay, Etsy, or my new website, brooksawantiques.com.